In 2026, it is a lot easier to bring your musical ideas to life, especially when it comes to plugins. Now, it is possible to create a virtual instrument or effect just by typing what you want. Hi everyone, welcome back to CoinxDaProducer. Today we are checking out an amazing free plugin. We've previously covered this plugin called Amorph, but we are revisiting it because there is a mind-blowing update, and the best part, it is still 100% free. Here is what's new. The latest update doesn't just generate instruments and effects from text prompts anymore. Now you can create custom MIDI plugins, think abbreviations, chord progressions, MIDI processors, and design your own custom graphical interface with knobs and slides exactly how you want them. Plus, it all happens in real time with zero coding required. With that being said, let's get into it. Before this update, Amorph could generate synths and effects. That is cool, but now it can create MIDI plugins, aggregators, chord generators, sequencers, velocity processors, all from a single text description. And this is where it gets crazy. For those who don't know, MIDI plugins don't make sound themselves. They transform your playing, you feed them MIDI notes, they spit out new MIDI notes. Aggregators take one chord and turn it into a flowing pattern. Chord generators add harmonies to your single melody lines. They are the secret sauce behind those complex arrangements that seem impossible to play live. Alright guys, enough of the talk. Let's demo this plugin and find out what is new. Alright, so we'll head over to the DAW. In my case, I'm using FL Studio, and come over here, search Amorph, as you can see, and you notice there are three different variants here. You get the Amorph FX, which is for building reverb, delay, saturation, compressors, things like that. And below you get Amorph Instruments, which is for building instruments like synths and pads. Then the last is for building the MIDI. Alright, so we'll start by building an instrument first. So what I will do is to load it right here. And as you can see, it's loaded with a default instrument already. Over here, you can see to switch to the plugin that is already loaded. And right now we are on the preset. That is where you can actually play the instrument. And to the left tab is where the whole magic happens. This is where you input your code. And to the right here is more like a community where you see already created instruments. So let's say you don't have time to start creating yours, you can simply search for what you're looking for, and hopefully someone has already created it or they already have it here, and all you need to do is just to click on use and start using it. But in this case, we'll be building our own, so we head over to this section, and it's quite simple. In the previous tutorial I made about this plugin, I demonstrated how to use it. So let's quickly come up with something. So let's say I want to build a synth plugin. So I can just say, alright, so something like create a synth instrument with a lo-fi sound texture, just for the demonstration. And let me reduce the UI so I can fully see everything. Alright, so once this is done, you come over here and click copy prompt. Once you copy the prompt, automatically Amorph will do its thing. As you can see, it has already integrated it. So at this point, we head over to ChatGPT or Gemini, depending on the one you are comfortable with. So I'll be using ChatGPT. So on ChatGPT, we'll paste what we copied from Amorph, and as you can see, it has already integrated and structured everything to generate what you are going for. Then we hit send and allow ChatGPT to do its thing. As you can see, it's already structuring the prompt for the instrument we are building, and it is done. So we copy it and head back to the DAW, and here we just paste. And after pasting it, we now click compile, give it time, and as you can see, it worked perfectly well. Let's say there was an error it will indicate here. All you need to do is to copy back the error, head over to ChatGPT, paste it, send it again, and it will correct it. Once it's corrected, you paste it back here and compile. All right, so now we've gotten this, we can easily decide to head over to the preset to see the instrument we just built. And as you can see, this is the one we just built right now. Let's take a quick listen. Interesting. So let's say for some reason you don't like the UI and you want to modify it. You head over to the lab again and come over to UI and delete what you have here. But before we continue with that, if you want it to automatically generate a UI for you, make sure to enable this auto UI, all right, so that it will generate automatically. So let's quickly try that. Let's compile it again with this enabled, and let's see what we have. As you can see, it has given you a automatically generated UI. And let's say you want to now create a desired UI you want. You come over to the UI, turn this one off, and then delete here. Now we tell it exactly what you want. And if you don't have an idea of what to do, you simply head over to ChatGPT, and this is what I told it. Give me a simple few line prompt for a UI design for this instrument, and it gave me this. So I'll just copy it and head back here, just paste this here, and remember you are under the UI tab, all right, and copy prompt, then head over to ChatGPT and then paste the prompt, send, give it time to do its thing. All right, it is done. But before I copy, I needed to show you this. Previously it gave me the answer but in different segments, so that wasn't okay. I told it to make it in a single result so I can copy it at once, and then it gave me this final result. I'll copy it and head back to FL Studio and then paste it here and click compile. Let me reduce this. So you see it came without errors. And now let's check out the UI we created. Alright, I mean, it's not bad. So I believe you understand how it works. If you're not satisfied, you do the same process till you get what you want. And the beautiful part, you can include visualizer, slide, meters, and things like that now. So let's have a listen. Let's just create a simple instrument, a simple chord. So something I needed to point out, you notice when I'm tweaking the knobs, they are not moving, but the values are moving below here. But it is really adding what this knob states, as you can see. So let's say this is an issue and you're not satisfied, you can head back to the lab, make your corrections. So this is exactly how to create instruments. Let's try creating the MIDI. All right, now I will load up the MIDI app, which is the Amorph MIDI, and as you can see, it's loaded the default patch. So since we are creating our own, come over to the lab, highlight everything, delete, and now come up with the idea we have, but I've already crafted one. All right, so as you can see, this is what I came up with. Create an arpeggiator that plays upward, then downwards, with increasing speed over 4 bars and add random velocity variation for human feel. So after that, just copy, then we head over to ChatGPT, we paste it, we send, just the same procedure. So let me speed it up. It is done, so I will just copy it and head back to FL Studio, then we paste and we compile, and it is with no errors. So after that, we head over to, I forgot to create an auto-generated UI. But let's see what we have already. So as you can see, it actually maintained the default loaded patch. Now this is the most important section. First of all, I'm going to take this MIDI up. In FL Studio, just hold down, highlight it. As you can see, hold down your Alt and press the up button. It takes it up. Then that is it here. Click the wrench button, come over to this one. Now on this MIDI, since the arpeggiator plugin will be sending the signal to the instrument, so I'm gonna set this to 1. Okay, then I'll come over to the instrument we generated, click the wrench and do the same. So on the input, I activated it because it's going to receive. So it's coming from the arpeggiator MIDI, so it's receiving it. Okay, now on this one, it's on the outs. I actually need to turn this off. All right, so according to the developer, it's important to play the transports for the MIDI arpeggiator plugin to work. So what I will now do, I will just cut out the code that I created, paste it on the arpeggiator, and then we'll play a sound and see. Alright guys, that is it for Amorph and how you can create your own plugin using this amazing tool. And if you noticed, I didn't talk about the Amorph FX, this one right here, because I've previously treated it. So if you want to check it out and have more in-depth on how to use this plugin, though it is with the old version of the plugin, I'll be leaving the link to the video in the description. And if you get confused at some point, you can rewind the video or leave a comment and I will try my best to answer to any question there. So that brings us to the end of today's video. If you found it helpful, make sure to leave a like, share with your producer friends, don't keep it to yourself. And if you want to check out amazing free plugins that I've treated on this channel, the video on the screen right now is a playlist compilation of all the free tools I've covered. Check it out. Who knows, you might find something that you need at the moment, and I will see you there. As always, stay creative, stay focused, and bye for now.